Keep my recording started. Hands up, please, for Sean McGrew. There was no hands up currently. There we go. Christian Capel, go ahead, please. Capel, go ahead.
Hey, Sean, why do you think you guys were able to run the ball so well, especially in the first half?
I think we came out juiced up. First time we got to go against somebody else and hit another colored jersey, and I think we were extremely excited about that. And obviously, we want to be the most physical team in the Pac-12, and establishing the run is going to be something that's important in every game. So glad we did.
All right, we'll go to Chris Fetters and then Lauren. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Sean, just based on the results of what you guys did and seeing how you mixed and matched different guys in the stable, what do you think is the potential of this particular offense, especially from what you just saw going up against another team?
Yeah, obviously there's going to be stuff to work on. We're going to come in tomorrow and pick apart what we did wrong and what we did right. And we're just going to keep continuing to grow and learn and just get better overall. But I think when we have 270 on the ground, 150 in the air, I think that's a pretty good day. So we're excited.
All right, we'll go to Lauren Kirschman and then Anthony Edwards. Go ahead, Lauren.
Hey, Sean, this offensive line group, some new faces there for you guys, but what's it just like running behind this big group and the holes they opened up for you tonight?
It's awesome with Luke Watt up front leading all the guys, and then we got Jackson Kirkland at left tackle. And I think we those older guys just leading the younger guys that haven't played very much has been really awesome. And just excited to just keep growing with this offensive line and as well as the stable. And y'all got to see a little bit of it tonight, or a lot of it tonight. And hopefully there's a lot of it more to come for the rest of the season.
All right, we'll go to Anthony Edwards and then Mike Farrell. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, Sean, you've always had that vertical quickness. How does this offense really let you maximize that?
I'd say it's definitely easy to hide behind my offensive lineman. Then I know the defense can't see me, and then I'm just immediately running through the first hole I see as fast as possible. And I think that helps me a lot. Just being short, honestly, just being able to hide behind them, and defense has a hard time seeing me. And once I get through the hole, I'm already running full speed, and I think it's hard for them to catch me. So excited for more games to come.
All right, we'll take about 5 more. Art Teal, go ahead, then Tim.
Sean, when did you guys learn that Dylan Morris would be the starter, and what did you think of that scramble run he had on the final drive that set up the field goal?
Wait, can I answer that honestly?
Sure.
I would say we knew, like, after the last scrimmage we had in fall camp, that Demo was going to be the starter. And then, honestly, seeing him run the ball like that, and then again, he honestly took a pretty hard hit, and he popped up right away, and that was awesome. He's a tough kid, and it was great to see him get up after that and be fine and healthy. But he's for sure in some points with the team after that as well.
Okay, we're going to go from Tim, Ruth, Dan, and then Maz. Go ahead, Tim.
Sean, you've been around here for some loud nights at this stadium. What was it like being out here for a game and with nobody around?
Yeah, it was definitely a lot different. There's times on the sideline where I felt like there's too many of us like sitting on the bench just trying to get everyone up, and we got to bring our own energy since there's no fans here. We're our own energy, and in the second half, when things got close, we needed to pick the energy up, and I think we did. On the sideline, we were screaming for everybody and just getting hyped because we're all we got when we're out there on the field right now, and we can't feed off the energy of the crowd, and it's definitely different, but we're going to get used to it and keep getting better.
All right, we'll go to Ruth and Dan, then Maz for the last 3. Go, Ruth.
Well, that was kind of my question, but I just if you could talk about you guys right now, the stable, as we call them, just what your thoughts are, not only on how you played, but how the other tailbacks showed up. I mean, Kamari and Cameron, and of course Richard. I mean, how tight a group are you guys?
We're extremely tight. We want to be the best running back room in the country, and we go out there every day and work, push each other to be better. We push each other to get better every single day we go step out on that field, whether it's practice or a game. And we all trust each other. Whoever's out there in the game, we know whoever gets the ball or whoever's out there is going to get the job done, and they're going to ball. So it's exciting to see, and I'm excited for y'all to get to see it as well.
Okay, Dan, and then Moss.
Yeah, I was thinking Sam Tomani might have had the play of the game with the goal lines tackle on 4th down, kind of blunted their drive from going ahead. What do you think about that?
It was definitely awesome. It was a huge change of events for us, and we definitely needed that. We needed a stop, and it was huge. It was, I guess you could say, the game-saving tackle to get a 4th down stop like that. So, and at that point in the game as well.
All right, Masvita, go ahead.
Yeah, I just kind of 2 quick questions, both on Demo, as you call him. Just is he part of the stable given that late run he had, and also he had a 3rd and 1 and a 4th and 1 QB sneaks? Is he considered part of the stable? His ability to run from that position?
After that run and hit he took, he's for sure part of the stable, and he's going to keep getting better, and you're going to see him run a lot more. And hopefully he doesn't take hits like that anymore, though. So hopefully he slides a little bit better. But
Overall,
at the time of the game and when we needed that run, he needed to stay up and get as much as he could. So I respect it.
sorry, Sean. The last question I had was his leadership. What did you see, and how did it progress during the game?
Definitely at the beginning of the game, it's his first game, so, he's a little nervous. But as the game went on and he settled in, he was able to find his rhythm and able to control the game and just be the quarterback that he knows how to be. And it was awesome to see.
All right, thank you very much, Sean. We'll switch in Zion Tupuola-Fetui. Thank you very much, Sean. Have a good night. Stick around, everybody.
Yes.
Again, Zion is already here, so you can raise hands for Zion. He'll have a seat, and he'll be ready to take your questions. Once we see him there, first one's going to be from Fetters, and then Anthony, and then Lauren. So once he is comfortable there, Zion.
Yes.
All right. Again, everybody here, maybe the out-of-towners, this is number 58, Zion Tupuola-Fetui. Go ahead, Chris Fetters.
Yeah, Zion, just really curious about the energy that you guys had to create for yourselves defensively, and especially in that front when you were missing some key pieces. Obviously, we know about Levi and Joe being gone, but not having Thule, not having Latu, some of those pieces. How did you kind of have to manufacture some things for yourselves up front?
I believe that we, as a unit, both the D-line and the outside linebackers, we just have a lot of confidence, not only in ourselves, but in each other. So the circumstances asked for some of us to step up, and we were able to rise to the occasion. It's just, kind of credit to Coach Lake and how he's been practicing us. I mean, we got hundreds of reps against probably one of the better O-lines in the country. So it's just able to translate practice to the game, and we were able to come through tonight.
All right, Anthony, then Lauren. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, what did you guys had 2 big stops on the goal line down there with Oregon State? What did you guys say in the huddle, or what did Coach Lake say to you before those plays?
It's really, the coaches were harping on us, to get some juice and get it going. But for me personally, the guy that was in my ear was Elijah, and I know that he was in the ear of a lot of guys. And we were able to just take that energy that he was good in and just kind of prove why we were here. That's what we were telling each other. It's like we're built for moments like this. So as a room, as a defense, like for us to come through for our team was just incredible feeling. That was pretty much the juice we needed for the rest of the game when things were kind of getting, iffy there.
All right, we'll go to Lauren and then Ruth. Go ahead, Lauren.
Game has been a long time coming for you guys. What was it like just to be out there, and what's the experience like of playing in an empty stadium like this?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was the first part of that question?
Just to wait so long for this game. What was it like just to finally get out there and play?
Oh man, it was an incredible feeling. I know that we as a team were just, we were really looking forward for the Cal game last week, and for that to kind of play out the way it did was a bummer. But Coach Lake was able to score our heads on again and tell us, just next opponent. And so we were just super happy, super grateful to be on the field. And it could have we've been practicing a lot against each other. It was good to just be able to let go and see someone else's color across from us. And as far as the experience, it's different. Obviously, we have some of the greatest fans in the countries, but it's also cool at the same time because it kind of feels like a practice. Like there's it's not silent, but just like some music playing and us having to hype each other up. So I mean, the way we've been practicing and the way that we played tonight is a direct translation. So that's just all credit to Coach Lake and the coaching staff for getting us right.
All right, we'll go to Ruth, then Chris, then Varel. That'll be it for Zion. Go ahead, Ruth.
Hey, Zion, you talked about when things got a little iffy out there. And, I just wondered on a game like this, that's kind of close right down to the very end, would you in some ways rather have a first game where you do have to overcome that adversity rather than going out and just blowing a team out and you know what I mean? I'm trying to put it in the right words.
No, yeah, I understand. You're asking if you'd rather have a close game off the bat than a blowout? Is that what she asked? All right, yeah. I think I would rather have a game like this than a blowout because we're able to just kind of see all our hard work out on display right in front of us, and that mental toughness that they've been trying to pound into us, just for us to be able to come through for the coaches and for Husky Nation, it was just it shows that really sky's the limit for this team, and I just can't wait to find out where we go.
All right, just two more, Fetters and then Mike Varel. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Zion, also was curious. You mentioned about going up against the offensive line week in and week out during fall camp. And I'm wondering how that paid off for you or how you feel like that really paid dividends for you guys, especially in the second half when you were able to shut them out.
I think going up against, guys like Jackson Kirkland, you have Watt, all these really solid guys in their position. For us to consistently go against them is just helps us better ourselves and also better them. Like especially with the amount of times we go against each other, kind of start to get a feel for each other and therefore have to kind of add to our repertoire to handle each other. So it's kind of both ways, really. Like they make us better, we make them better, and on Saturdays we get to line up and show it.
All right, last question for Zion from Mike Varel. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Zion, I'm wondering, this performance for you individually, do you feel like this was a long time coming for you? And when do you feel like you turned the corner sort of to be able to put out a performance like this?
I was just thankful for the opportunity to go out and play, and a lot of work put in with my unit, with my coaches, and I was just thankful for how it came out. I was just sitting behind guys like Joe for a while and got great guys in my room with Latu, got Ryan Bowman. So I mean, it's just kind of pick your poison with us. And tonight my number got called. I'm just thankful for it.
All right, we appreciate your time, Zion. Thank you very much for coming by. We'll be back with Coach Lake real soon, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, as you can see, Coach is here and ready to go. So we'll take hands up for Coach Lake. The first one is going to be Christian, then Chris Fetters, and then Anthony. So if you are ready, Coach, we'll go ahead and take the first question from Christian. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Hey, Jimmy, just wondering what it was about Dylan that made you go with him at quarterback.
Yeah, it was really close. And again, I feel very confident about, those other three quarterbacks. It was very close. But Dylan just does a really good job of not making mistakes. You saw that tonight. Didn't make a lot of mistakes. Didn't turn the ball over. Got us in out of plays. The ball handling was good in the run game. Completed some passes when you need to. We moved the chains. It was awesome to watch. And he just got a really good demeanor and a good leadership qualities. And so he's got a long way to go, just like a lot of our guys do. But I'm definitely proud of him for his first college football game. Think about that. That was his first college football game in grimy, rainy weather, and we grinded it out. And we got Dylan for his first start. He's got to win. He's 1-0.
All right, we'll go to Fetters and then Anthony Edwards. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Jimmy, I know you're all about the next game going on and all that stuff, but considering this was your very, very first game, considering how unusual the circumstances were with everything, with no fans, 4 false starts in terms of the games happening, are you going to be able to take any time to think about and soak it up and just kind of what it means right now for you?
No, not at all. Just so happy for our team. I'm so proud of them. That was a joyous locker room right there. I think that's where I probably lost my voice, was just right there in the locker room. Just so proud of those guys for not flinching during this tumultuous time. We said some adversity was going to happen, and it did, obviously, in that game. Some things, we made some mistakes and shot ourselves in the foot a couple times. But also, those guys are good. They scored a lot of points last week, and they can run the football. Got one of the best running backs in our conference. And so I was just so happy the way our guys grounded it out, and we came away with the victory.
All right, we'll go to Anthony, then Ruth. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, one thing real quick before I ask my question. I saw you raising your hands up there, pumping up the non-existent crowd. Was that a little fun for you?
I was raising my hands to our team. I was getting our team ready. So, the only juice that we have is on our sideline, and it is the, 100 or so players that are on our sideline, plus our coaches and our staff. So if I was raising my hand and getting guys going, it was the human beings that were standing around me. I wasn't talking to any cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, and then you guys had a few special teams blunders, but kind of stepped up when it mattered with Kyler Gordon down in the ball at the 1 yard line. What did that mean to you guys?
Yeah, that was a huge play. And, Jaden Green, how about this? True freshman, first college game ever. And how about him going through a little adversity? Obviously, makes a huge mistake there with the snap. And then after that, he settled down and delivered strikes, for our field goals and our last couple of punts. Talk about some adversity there, and he's going to continue to grow, and he's going to learn from that. And I see nothing but positive things here moving forward, because he knows he pushed through some adverse situations there.
All right, we'll go to Ruth and Dan. Go ahead, Ruth.
Yeah, Jimmy, when you first took the job and you talked a lot about how, you wanted a physical team that was going to run the ball down guys' throats. And I know because of the rain tonight, maybe you ran the ball more, or is this kind of what we can expect to see the rest of the way out?
We're going to do whatever we need to do to win football games. And so tonight we did what we had to do to win a football game. And so that's the beautiful thing about being a balanced offense. And we got a long way to go. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect on defense. We've played some really good defense around here for a lot of years. We don't like giving up rushing yards like we gave up today. So we got a lot of improvement around our whole team. But offensively, yeah, you know what? If we saw an advantage, we can run the football. We ran the football. And another opponent, if we see an advantage where we're going to throw it a little bit more, we'll throw it a little bit more. And that keeps defenses off balance.
All right, we'll go to Dan and then Nicholas. Go ahead, Dan.
Jimmy, you were missing Thule, Latu, and Thompson didn't even suit up. Were all these guys injured?
Yeah, I'm not going to discuss anything with any guys in terms of injuries or anything tonight. I'll address some of that stuff on Monday.
All right, sorry about that break. Go to Nick and then Mike. Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Coach. Congrats on the win. What was that like, getting the ball back with 9 minutes left and being able to run 15 run plays and take 7.5 minutes off the clock and put your team in a position to win?
That is the football I love and I enjoy. That is the football I love and I enjoy. I love the time of possession that we had. We would like that in every single game. If we have the ball, most likely they can't score. And so I'm so proud of our guys. I'm so proud of our offensive line. Jackson Kirkland, he was our captain today. He did the coin toss and really rallied that old line. And Coach Huff does a tremendous job with those guys. So proud. I'm so proud of the way we did it. I'm so proud of the way we did it. It was hard. It was grimy, and we had to grind it out. I'm so proud of those guys.
All right, we'll go to Mike Farrell and then Moss. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm wondering, what have you seen from the progression from Zion to be able to arrive at the kind of performance that he had today?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, in training camp, Mike, this guy was harassing all of our quarterbacks. And, you know, obviously we have the gold jerseys on our quarterbacks and you can't touch them. But every day it was just like, this guy is breathing down all of our quarterbacks' necks. And you could just tell that he was going to do it on game day because he did it in practice. And I tell these guys all the time, practice execution becomes game reality. If you do it in practice, it's going to happen in games. And it definitely happened for Zion tonight. And he's only going to continue to get better.
All right, we'll go to Masvita and then Art. Go ahead, Mas.
Yeah. Hey, Coach. I know it's a team game, but I'm wondering, Edifon Olafashua, just his play, and especially the last 3 plays of the game. He seemed to be batting the ball in all 3 plays.
Yeah, Eddie. Man, you guys, all these guys you're mentioning, they're just like true dogs. And Eddie, this guy is probably the hardest worker on our team. He's in here earlier than everybody. He tries to even come even earlier than everybody. And I say, hey, Eddie, you know, there's a pandemic going on. We have these protocols. You can't come in the building earlier. You have to come in at your slotted time. This guy is the first one upstairs to watch film from practice. And you could just tell he just put so much work in that it's going to pay off for him. And it has. He's a tackling machine. He had 4 pass breakups, the huge critical one on that 2-minute drive at the end. The guy he works hard in practice. He works hard in the meeting rooms to learn everything. And then he goes out there and he plays like a warrior.
All right, we'll go to Art Teal, then Christian Capel. Go ahead, Art.
Jimmy, what was it like for you when you told Dylan Morris he was going to be the starter, and what was his response? And then a second question about his 16-yard scramble there that set up the field goal. What did you think about that?
Oh, yeah. So first question, John Donovan. How about John Donovan, man? He did an awesome job today. Did an awesome job keeping those guys off balance. He's our quarterback coach, obviously offensive coordinator, and he handled that with the quarterbacks. And so he handled that, and so there was no reaction. We just kind of went about our business, and here we go. We're going to practice, and there's no hoopla and celebration. We're going to work. I tell all these guys all the time, as soon as you guys get complacent, anybody, I don't know, any position, and you think, oh, I've made it. I'm the starter. As soon as you have that type of attitude, you're probably going to get replaced by somebody else. And so there was no big celebration. But how about Dylan on that key scramble right there? And that's what he did in practice. Again, great decision maker. It wasn't there. The hole opened up. He stepped into the pocket, sees green grass, and he hit it and he took it.
Oh, excuse me. All right, we'll go to Christian Capel and then Ruth to wrap it up. Go ahead, Christian.
Jimmy, obviously a big first half for Sean McGrew. Got loose a few times. But what was it about the other guys or Sean or whatever that maybe made you guys go more with Richard and Kamari down the stretch?
Yeah, I think all 3 of those guys give you different things, and so we just try to play to those guys' strengths and keep them fresh. Running the ball is a physical thing, and those guys get wore down very, very quick. And we obviously had a bunch of rushing attempts, and so we just wanted to keep Rolodexing those guys in there. So a fresh running back was hitting that defense that started to wear down a little bit. I think you guys saw that in the fourth quarter. They were definitely wearing down. And so it was just more of just keeping those guys off balance and keeping our guys fresh. But very proud of all 3 of those guys, but McGrew especially, just his leadership and the way he ran caused Oregon State problems.
All right, last question for Coach Lake will come from Ruth. Go ahead, Ruth.
Okay, Jimmy. So I saw Jalen out there. I saw Rome. I saw Savell. Were there any other true freshmen out there? And could you just comment on how those guys handled that big first college game?
Yeah, without seeing the tape, obviously, I know Rome made a really good catch. Jalen had that toss end around play, and I think he got about 7-8 yards or so, something like that. Mark Redmond played. How about Jaden Green? Again, true freshman long snapper. You talk about pressure. True freshman long snapper out there. And, obviously made the the first mistake, but then he bared down after that. You know, off the top of my head, I can't think of but all the true freshmen that possibly could have played. But we got a lot of young guys out there, and they're going to continue to get better. And the nice thing is we can learn from our mistakes after a win. But then it's going to be back to work tomorrow. Back to work, and now our sights will be set on the University of Arizona.
All right, that'll wrap us up for tonight. We'll see you guys all on Monday. Coach, thanks very much for coming by.
Go
We'll be
Dog.
back on Monday.